Here are my two recent purchases for my knife collection. Not so much everyday carry, although you could. This one's the Odin Wolf W has got a feature on it that makes it one hand. You could use one hand to get that off your belt loop, but the Buck, not so much. So the ease of everyday carry is not there with that. Besides, this is a hunting knife. This is pretty much a woods and hunting knife too. They both have features that I like. One is this one's pretty cheap, $39.90, including tax and shipping, from Odin Wolf, LLC, Wolfgang, offshore Chinese outfit, but it has the ability to release with the, it'll click on in. If I can get the blade in the sheath, you can hear it click in there, and then you can pop it loose with your thumb. Very handy, usable, practical blade. The handle's nylon or some kind of plastic, but I don't give the life of this particular handle won't outlast this either laminate wood or my Micarta handle on the buck knife and all. But this is a great little knife for the, like I said, I'm going to use this for my home defense and nightstand knife, and maybe some camping when I get out in the summer. You can hear it. I like the way it fits, releases. It's a great knife, large enough for just about any purpose. The Buck, it takes two hands to get it out of the sheath, but once it's out, it's got a good feel to it. It's got a great position for the index finger, thumb over the back of the spine. Very utilitarian. These are great skinning knives. I don't know that much about skinning. I've seen it done for small deer and, of course, bunnies and stuff like that growing up, but never really practical use of a knife like this. I said about the sheath, it fits in good and snug. You can hear it click on in there, but getting it out of there, if it's on your belt loop, it's a real tug. I mean, you got to put your hand down there and draw it back out. I like the Buck 113 Skinner. It's a beautiful blade, beautiful knife, an absolute plus to my collection. I'll be out there over the summer. I might carry this around in the woods. Probably not. I'm not really sure if this is just going to be a safekeeping collectible or not. This W. Scandi, Odin Wolf W. Scandi, it's a working knife, user. It's sitting by the nightstand every night, and I use it to cut a few sandwiches and make a few breakfasts already. Those are my two new purchases, fixed blade knives from Buck and from Odin Wolf. Thank you. Going for a more wide angle presentation now. Over the last year, I've been collecting buck knives, buying them new. Although I did pick up one of these, I got off the Buck 112 drop point. I picked up off auction on eBay. It's new, but I got it for a auction price, which was reduced. It was a fun find. But so far, I got my fixed blade 113, a 110, and two Buck 112s. And I'm enjoying them for the collection. In terms of the folders, Buck 110 Hunter, it actually has, I got a real spot in my heart for this knife, hopefully. But that is a remarkable knife. The Buck 112 Hunter, pardon me, the Buck 110 Hunter is got real weight to it, real artistic creation. I'm not sure if they're using wood or laminate wood or micarta on the handles on this particular knife, but I believe I heard they had gone back to wood handles on their knives. But the Buck 110 is just fabulous. All right, this one is my most recent Buck purchase off of eBay, an auction I won. It's the Buck Drop Point 112 Ranger. And it has that same hand feel, a little shorter on the grip, but an absolutely wonderful knife to own and collect and use. I mean, if I was working as my welding shop again, this would be out every day, all of them. You got to put them to use. And then my earliest purchase, a Buck 112 Clip Point Ranger that I really like. It brings back great memories. Doing things, camping, mostly working though. It was good to have a good stout knife to work. Anything from clearing brush out when you're welding somewhere, or working in the field, or cutting rope ties, cutting bindings, clearing wires, a lot of things. And I showed this before with my other fixed blade, but Buck 113 Skinner. And I love it. I just absolutely, the brass work, the bolsters, the attention to detail. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is micarta or they've gone back to wood on the handles. This is the 2023 production model of the 113 Skinner. Blades are much different, a little bit same in length, but you can see the hollow grind versus, well, there's hollow grind on both of them, but this is extreme Skinner knife. The grind on the 112 Drop Point, I'm appreciating their artistry more and more. They are true craftsmen at Buck. And then the Hunter is, of course, a much bigger knife, larger knife, both in weight and in function. Blade shape, blade design, usage. Just really a good experience, good learning experience for me on knives all around. I'm liking my fixed blade 113 a lot. But for carries, these are much more utilitarian for carry blades. Going in the sheath. Belt sheath works quite well on all 4 knives. And finally the 110 Hunter. I carried this around for about a month. It's really hot and sweaty outside right now, so I don't really like even carrying my pistol in the holster on hot, sweaty days. I feel like I'm ruining the leather with whatever extra sweat and debris I'm putting out onto the sheath. At any rate, that's my take on my 4 new Buck knives from my classic collection. Hey, if you like my channel, give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.